Good evening. America heads to the polls in another night in the 2026 election cycle. I'm Ethan Vargas. It's America Votes 2026 primary night. Evening. It's 8:01 p.m. and the East Houston polls are now closed in the Illinois primaries as well as in the two elections, state house elections in Pennsylvania. Join Capital Politics for the next 1 hour as we bring you the latest results of this election night. So as you can see, we are now Okay, we have now received a results of this election. We shall all right. We have now results in the Illinois Senate race. The race there right now, Capital Politics, as you can see. Oh, we have a slight correction there, and it should be 0.46 of the expected vote in. Uh, we have 0.46 of the percent of the expected vote in, and as you can see now, Capital Politics is estimating that Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton is uh, leading as the first batch of votes come in. Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy is coming in second with 37.75% of the vote. Congresswoman Robin Kelly also with 590 votes, 9.41% of the expected vote. It's still um too close to call. You can see there right now. Um, the race there is still too close to call, as this is just the first batch of votes that are coming in. On the Republican side, right, we're gonna look at there for a while in just a moment, in just a short while rather. But right now, what we can report to you in the Pennsylvania, or sorry, in the Illinois Democratic primary race, the race there is now too close to call. But as you can see, Lieutenant Governor Juliana Scranton is leading in the first batch of votes that are reported. Let's check on the Illinois GOP primary for where was gonna put the data. Just a short while. But just to report, the leading there right now is Don Tracy. Uh, Jenny Evans comes in second, and so the first is Don Tracy, the second is Jenny Evans, and the third is Pamela Long. Pamela Denise Long. So we're gonna show you the results in just a moment. But right, we're just uh, putting the datas. But it's still early. 3.3% of the vote is just being reported at this moment at 8:10 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm now gonna show the Illinois GOP primary there. As you can see, Don Tracy, the former chair of the Illinois Republican Committee, if I'm not mistaken, is leading right now. Jenny Evans is coming in the second with 16.0% of the vote. Pamela Long is at uh, with 13.6% of the vote, uh, and that's 0.3% of the uh, expected vote just in. All right, we're gonna look on the. We have a new update on the Illinois Democratic primary for the U.S. Senate. Uh, so once again, the race are still too early to call on who to win because it's just 0.7% of the expected vote reporting. We're gonna go also to the Pennsylvania State House in just a short while, and also on the other important primary races of the night. All right, let's have a look now on the Illinois Democratic primary race with less than 1% of the expected vote reporting. Let's go there right now. And the race there is still too early to call. You can see now, still Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton leading the race with 41.3%. Congressman Raja Krishnamurti with 38.9% of the vote. Congresswoman Robin Kelly 9.1% of the vote, and Kevin Ryan with 6.0 percent there. All right. In the Pennsylvania State House, we are not receiving any vote total at this moment. Actually, there are two state house races that are being fought for tonight. That's District 79 and uh, District 193. All right. We have also an update in some of the important races uh of this primary. Let's go to the Illinois U.S. House 2. Capital Politics is awaiting results still from um that area. The candidates there is Jesse Jackson Jr. one. Um, we're also watching for Illinois House 9, where we have seen some candidates. All right. For everyone's information, Capital Politics is getting the vote totals from the Decision Desk HQ as well as to the NBC News website. We are getting the data you're seeing right now. But we're gonna go on a short break for a moment. Stay with us. This is America Votes 2026 Primary Night in America. It's 2026 primary night. Uh, in Illinois, a capital project special coverage. Again, let's have a recap on the results. You can see there again in the Illinois Democratic primary, the race is still too early to call. You can see Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton leading the race with 41.3% of the expected vote, or with 41.3% of the vote. Less than 1% of the vote is in. Congressman Raja Krishnamurti comes the second, or in the second place. All right, we are getting a new update on the vote total, but let's go first to all right. Let's go first to um the Illinois Senate race. All right, you can see there 2% of the vote is in. Don Tracy still leading the race. Coming in second is Jenny Evans. And the third is Pamela Law. So now proceed with the Democratic primary once again. We have now 1% of the expected vote in. All right. Um, 1% of the expected vote in. You can see there Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton leading, and but that's earlier. We have now a new vote update. All right, we are getting a new vote total, 2% of the expected vote, and we're going to show you the race there in just a short while. All right, 3% of the vote is now reporting. We're going to show you there the tally in just a short while. All right, 3% of the vote in. All right, here is the new vote tally. This is now 3%, not 89%, 3% of the vote reporting. Congressman Raja Krishnamurti now leading with 41.29% of the vote, 20,887. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton now in the second place with 35.78% of the vote. Congresswoman Robin Kelly comes in the third, means in the third place with 14.14%, and Kevin Ryan 4.92%. We have also another update in the Illinois Senate primary. We're gonna show that in just a short while. Okay, 3% of the vote is now in. Um, Gonna show it now here. Okay. So 3% also of the vote is now in the GOP primaries. You can see there still Don Tracy leading with 37.4 uh percent. Jenny Evans with 25.69 and Pamela Long with 10.83% of the vote. All right, we have a new update now in the Illinois Democratic primary. We have now 9% of the vote in. Nine point 65% of the vote has been reported. Let's have a look there once again. You can see there still Congressman Raja Krishnamurti leading by just around 5,455 votes. 9.67% or 65% rather of the recorded so far. We're gonna give you update first on the other important races. Let's check if we have now a new vote totals. All right, before we recap the other races, let's go first rather to the GOP primary. 8% of the expected vote in. Don Tracy leading, Jenny Evans in the second, and Casey Chel Chelebek, correct me, or sorry for that pronunciation, at third place with 14.68% of the vote total. Again, all right, we have another update in the Illinois primary. We have now received uh 13% of the vote now. Again, 13% of the vote. Uh, sorry, 13 point. Right, we're gonna bring you that in just a short while. All right, 13% of the vote in the Illinois Democratic primary. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton is now leading again. 67.653 uh, in the first place. Congressman Raja Krishnamurti, 66,632. They're just separated by 1,000 votes. 1,021. That's their difference. Again, let's have a recap on the other important races. In the Illinois House 9 Democratic primary, the race there is too early to call, with Daniel Biss leading. Coming in second is Laura Fine, and the third is Kate Abughalazeh. Abu Hazaleh, rather. Um, in the Illinois governor race. All right, let's go first to the Illinois House 2. Um, Donna Miller is leading Jesse Jackson Jr., but they're just separated by around 1,000 votes as well. All right, we're gonna show here on your screen the latest data from that uh, vote count. All right, we'll go to. We can. All right, so right now is. All right, so as you can see, that is the latest vote tally in the Illinois House too. You can see Miller leading, uh, Donna Miller leading Jesse Jackson Jr. 24.26% of the vote report. 24 Yeah, 24.26% of the vote is just reporting. Um, oh, sorry, it was not flashing. All right, we're gonna flash it to your screen. All right, so you can see there, uh, Donna Miller with 9,325 votes. Jesse Jackson Jr. with 6,953, and Yumika Brown with 2,429 votes. All right. In the Illinois Democratic primary for, let's have a look on the Illinois 2 primaries, Democratic primary, the race there, sorry, Illinois 9 for the Democratic side. Uh, Daniel Biss is still leading. The second is Laura Fine. Coming in third is Kate Abogazale. In the Illinois Republican primary, Ted Dabrowski leading, Darren Bailey, and Rick Heidner. All right. So again, we're just gonna go for a short while. You're still watching Capital Politics special coverage of America Votes 2026. We'll be right back. 2026, primary night. It is now 8:42 p.m. on the East Coast, about 42 minutes after the polls have closed, and Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton is still leading the race with 37.39% of the vote, garnering Congressman Raja Krishnamurti with 35.84%. Congresswoman Robin Kelly comes in third with 18.75%, and uh, Kevin Ryan at 4.96% of the vote. We have also an update on the Republican primary on the other side. All right, let's see there. 8%, oh, sorry, 20% rather, not 8%, 20%. Or 19 rather, sorry, 19, it's 19%. Don Tracy leading 38.9%. Jenny Evans comes in the second with 21.3%. And Casey Chlebeck with 14.3%. A new update again in the Democratic primary in Illinois. Right now, 36% of the vote in. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton still leading with 38.4% of the vote. Congressman Raja Krishnamurti with 34.48% of the vote. Congresswoman Robin Kelly at 19.32%, and Kevin Ryan at 4.92%. Let's now go to the Illinois Republican primary on the other side of the aisle. Don Tracy leading by 37.98% of the vote. Jenny Evans 21.20%, and Casey Chlebeck with 14.73%. And we have a projection to make right now. Capital Politics is now projecting that Daniel Biss wins the Democratic primary in the Illinois House 9 Democratic primary. Again, on the Pennsylvania State House races. Let's do State House 79 and State House 193. We still don't have a result coming in. We still don't have data from the area. All right, another update in the Illinois Democratic primary. For the Senate, just putting the new vote tallies. All right, let's have a look again. You can see 39% of the vote is in. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton leading with 38.42% of the vote. 33.72 is for Congressman Raja Krishnamurti. 182,074. Congresswoman Robin Kelly at 106,372. And Kevin Ryan 26,469. Okay, let's update first on the Illinois House 2 race. Right now, Miller is still leading Jesse Jackson Jr. and Peters. I think we can. All right. So we're gonna show it here just a short while. Alright, we're gonna go again on a short break. You're still watching America Votes 2026 Primary Night in America. to America Votes 2026 primary night. It's now 8:55 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have now the Illinois City 2 or Congressional District 2 Democratic primary. You can see there Miller leading 19,880. Jackson 15,000. Oh, sorry, 14,200. Sorry, I read we have another update. We're gonna flash it for a while. Then Peters at 5,311. Let's go once again to the Senate primary, Democratic primary there. We have another vote count now at 44% of the vote. 44% of the expected vote now reporting. Let's check it. All right. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton still leading, 38.5% of the vote. Congressman Raja Krishnamurti, 33.21%. And Congresswoman Robin Kelly with 153,640, 20.24% of the vote. Let's have a look also at the GOP primary in the Illinois Senate race. With 26% of the vote now reporting. All right, you can see there Don Tracy still leading, 37.83% of the vote. All right, Jenny Evans coming in the second with. All right, let's check also on the Illinois governor primaries. There's a close race between Bailey and Dabrowski. All right, can we check? All right, we can check that right now. You can see 26% of the expected vote in the leading candidate right now is Darren Bailey with 40.39%. Ted Dabrowski with 39.78%, and Rick Heidner with 10.80%, or 10.94. But I was reading that 10.80 was the new vote tally. We are still waiting on the new updates there, but um We're gonna go on a short break. You're still watching Capital Politics special coverage of America Votes 2026 primary night in America. 9:07 to be exact. Welcome back to America Votes 2026 primary night. It's now, as I've said, 9:07 a.m. or 9:07 p.m. on the East Coast, 9:07 here in the Philippines, and we are still following the Illinois primaries that we have a new vote total just coming in. Let's have a look right now in the Democratic primary for the Senate. Capital Politics, the estimates race are still too close to call. Juliana Stratton, Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton is leading with 38.7% of the vote. Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy with 32.8%, Congresswoman Robin Kelly with 20.3%, and Kevin Ryan with 4.8%. It's just 47% of the vote, not half of the total yet being reported, but right now the race is uh, too early to call. Let's have a look now on the Republican side for this primary. The race there is still too early to call as well. Don Tracy leading. 51,682 votes. Jenny Evans, 29.89%. The next, let's have a look at the governor primaries. Darren Bailey leading, 56,559 votes. Ted Dabrowski, 50,923 votes. And Rick Heidner, 14,143. Let's have a look now in the Illinois House District 2 primary. Donna Miller, 22,007. Jesse Jackson Jr., 15,674. Yumika Brown, 6,274. All right. Oh, and that concludes our 1 hour special coverage of America Votes 2026 primary night in America. We've been monitoring the March 17 primaries in Illinois. We'll continue also on the Pennsylvania state houses where vote counting continues and key contests remains closely watched. Our coverage does not end here. For continuing updates, results, and development as they come in, follow Capital Politics on our Instagram and X accounts. We will return on air should projections be made in any of tonight's races. For now, I'm Ethan Vargas. Thank you for joining us. Stay informed and have a good evening. Again, we'll return once projections be made in any of these races. This is America Votes 2026 Primary Night in America.